Welcome everybody to Willis Cemetery here in Willis, Texas, and right behind me is a guy that I want to talk about. We're walking up to Thomas Wesley Smith. This is a really big family mausoleum here at Willis Cemetery in Willis, Texas. And as you noticed, straight in front of you, you can walk down to it. It's a pretty nice introduction to walk down the steps. Get further down into this mausoleum. Here is the guy, Thomas Wesley Smith, Willie L. Smith, Miss Margaret Arnold Smith, Captain T.W. Smith. These are her kids right here, or their kids. 10 total. You got Leela, Samuel, T.W. And down here, Maggie S. Calloway, Margaret Crawford, John Edward Caldwell. Daughters of the American Revolution. It says Captain Thomas Wesley Smith, July 13, 1829, all the way to March 20th, 1902. Placed 2017 by the Society of the Order of the Southern Cross, Magnolia Rangers, 2544 UDC. Major George W. D. 935 C of C. Looks like somebody placed him a little wreath right here with American flag. Now, as I point my camera over here, it looks like there was a headstone mounted on this mausoleum, family mausoleum, at one point, and no idea where it went. I don't know if this is some of the remains of it, but there's a few of them here. I can't get over these steps, to be honest. Like I said, it's really an entrance way. I'm gonna read you some information about Thomas on Find a Grave. Tell you a little bit about this guy. So, appointed Montgomery County Sheriff at 21 years of age on March 29, 1851, and served until August 2nd, 1852. While sheriff, Smith organized deputies to effectively stop cattle rustling in Montgomery County. He married Margaret Hope Arnold in 1855 and appointed as a captain in the Confederate Army in 1861. In 1873, Captain Smith builds an old Crawford House and later an opera house in Willis, Texas. Captain Smith and his son Owen owned a tobacco plantation and built the first brick cigar factory. In addition to his accomplishments, Captain Smith was a merchant, planter, private backer, and a worshipful master of the Masonic Lodge from 1868 to 1872. It was thought that he was instrumental in providing the railroad ties and labor to build the railroad between Willis and New Waverly. Now for the second bit of information that I found online, which is family research about Thomas. When Thomas Wesley Smith was born on 13 July 1829 in the Logan, Kentucky, United States, his father, Joseph A. Smith, was 30, and his mother, Eveline Boy, was 30 as well. He married Margaret Hope Arnold on 13 November 1855. They were the parents of at least 6 sons and 4 daughters. He lived in Montgomery, Texas, United States in 1860 and Montgomery, Texas, United States in 1870. He registered for military service in 1861. In 1862, at the age of 33, his occupation is listed as a musician in the military in Texas, United States. He died on 20th March 1902 in Willis, Montgomery, Texas, United States, at the age of 72. He was buried in Montgomery, Texas, United States. We're coming back to the front, where I was just down there. This is ground level, where I'm pointing, all that grass. That's probably maybe, I don't know, 6 feet down, 5 feet down from the grass. Still, what an introduction. And of course, there's this nice, beautiful statue, or obelisk, I should say. I'm just letting you guys get a view of what I'm looking at before we get to the obelisk. I was walking out and there's the gate. Wrought iron gate, I believe. Got a little bit of detail in there. People really had style back in the day. Alright, let's go check out this mausoleum. Let's go check out this obelisk. Starting from the top and then working our way down. Craftsmanship. Pause the video if you want to read this. And as I go lower, it says Willie L. Smith. Margaret, that's his wife, and their 10 kids. I don't know if all of them are buried inside of this mausoleum, but I do know that there's some buried that direction, which we'll head over there in a second. And right there it just says Thomas Wesley Smith. It's at Logan, Kentucky. Yeah, July 13, 1929. Departed this life March 20th, I think, 1902. Beautiful craftsmanship. I don't know why these are on the ground floor. Let's go put them down here. This is really one of a kind, to be honest. Being able to walk down the steps to Thomas's gravesite. It's just massive. It's huge. I have been to this cemetery multiple times. I've even done a live stream here, but I never actually got into the history about this guy, or what I was able to find online about this guy. I'll provide links in the description if you want to check him out for yourself. Now I'll turn the camera back around for a second. This massive pine tree. Oh, it's not into the tree yet, but it's getting there. Oh, it's starting to be mangled up here a little bit. That is a massive pine tree. Beautiful, beautiful area. I can tell the grass hasn't been cut in some time. Here, I can put my GoPro down so you can see. It's not this section, it's the whole entire, the older section. And I'm sure I didn't mention it, but this is the older section that I'm in. Now, this over here belongs to, I think, the Thomason family. I believe so. Margaret Site, James, which is in the middle. He was in World War II. And Margaret Crawford, 1899, and died, is that 1971? Gee, that's a good life right there. Now, there's more over here as well, that cross. That's more family members. And like I said, there's a total of 10. 6 boys and 4 girls, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is it. This is a part of their property as well, or family plot section. Got Arnold. And we got that person. 2004 is when they died. That's pretty recent. 90 years old. Wow. Okay, so here's all of these little headstones. We got Watson, which is right here. Here's another one. Estella Smith Watson, I guess. Allie B. Smith. It's a pretty big family. So, and having a big family back then was still pretty common. What is this one? This is Arnold Smith. 1872 to 1929. There's another one over there, a little indent. It's quite a few. And here, yep. Smith Watson. Pretty beautiful. Beautiful cross. Is that marble? Oh, that is marble. It's amazing how it's able to withstand the time, especially how long it's been, which I'm guessing within the 60, 70, 80 years, I guess. It's looking like that. Pretty remarkable. If I had to guess how long this family mausoleum is, 100 feet, 150 feet, I don't know. It's pretty big. So that's my hand. You can only see a portion of it, but it just keeps going from here all the way back behind me, or the side of me. I don't know exactly how tall this thing really is. I'm able to get up to here at least, but I don't know. Different sections. That's probably like 6.5 feet right there. That might be 6, 7 feet, I don't know, but you kind of get a comparison of how big it is versus me, because I'm not really that big. I want to take you to 2 more spots. Thomas's house and a spot where he worked at. So apparently at one point, this right here was Thomason's house. It's now turned into an antique shop from what I read online. It's listed as Thomas's home back in the day. Now they're closed at the moment, so we're able to at least see from the outside, but it's just like any other store, antique store. All right, I found it. Willis Cigar Factory. Following the Civil War era, farmers found the climate and the soil condition of Montgomery County were ideal for the production of tobacco. The varieties grown here were of the highest quality, winning international awards in Chicago and Paris. At the height of local tobacco productions, there were 8 cigar operations in Willis. One of Willis Cigar Factory was located at the site founded by Kentucky native Captain Thomas Smith, 1829 to 1901. That's when he was born and that's when he died. A Civil War veteran and former sheriff, it remained in operation until the early 1900s. The site later got demolished. I think it was like 1930s or something like that from what I remember, but this was the site, I believe. Now it looks like it's just a local business. Still, it's pretty interesting and pretty unique at the same time to see something like this in Texas. It's very rare you'll come across something unique. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video, the history, just everything about this family. If you want to get in contact with me, my socials will be in the video description down below. As always, I'll see you in the next upload.